Gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Smite, and welcome back to Perth, Western Australia, Mr. Blake.
Thank you, sir. And are we playing Smite or are we playing Company of Heroes?
Did I say Smite?
You did.
Oh, wow! Okay, for the record, Blake's been on holiday,
yes.
as a result, the only thing that I've been casting is just Smite consistently, because everything on the channel that you've seen has been like recorded like a month or plus ago. So a lot of Smite. I'm gonna refer to conscripts as gods.
Nice, good stuff.
And strategic points as farming minions.
Sounds good. Yeah, I think the
I might also
VPs is like blue and red buffs.
Gold Fury or something.
Yeah. Sounds fantastic. So yeah, thanks for being patient. I have been away just for a couple of weeks visiting some family over in the eastern parts of Australia.
And then I ran out of KO2 content, and I was like, oh my god, who can I co-cast? And I found Imperial Dane, and that worked out pretty well.
Yeah.
So
he's a cool dude.
Surprisingly, he was on my time zone as well. It was like...
Really?
Yeah, it was like... Well, no, the reason why is because it was Europe during the day, which normally means everyone's at work. But Imperial Dane, since he's a baller, he actually doesn't work. He lives off of YouTube and donations and stuff.
Nice.
So he was like, yeah, I'm cool. Anyway... That's a very fast Maxim coming out of VindicareX.
Very fast.
One of those old school Company of Heroes 2 veterans.
He's going to be playing
Company of Heroes 1 veteran.
Yeah, he's going to be playing as our Soviets today, and HelpingHans will be his opponent as the Overcommander West. Are you trying to crush that house?
Yeah, he will get it too.
Those
garrisons are very weak. They die pretty fast. So this is on Faymanville approach. VindicareX is sad because he can't take the garrisons that have one window. It's like, man, how am I gonna play like without one window garrisons?
Yeah.
Anyway, what do you think of Faymanville approach? Tell me.
Wow, you're asking me.
Yeah, I'm asking you, man. You play a lot of 1v1s.
Well, yeah. I play so many 1v1s so often. Yeah, Faymanville approach is cool, I suppose. There is a lot of garrisons, however, kind of through the middle, and a lot of heavy cover in that area as well. So it's great for MGs. So you generally see, OKW going fortifications and getting
sneaky move there.
34s.
I don't think he had vision on that.
No, he didn't.
We wouldn't have seen that.
Garrison.
Yeah, nice.
Pretty key. Yeah, he does with those vaults, and that's a pretty key strategic point, really. Having squads in that garrison, especially eventually having MGs in that garrison, is huge. Double Maxim coming out for VindicareX, so hopefully you can get some map control using them, because HelpingHans has done a much more standard start. He's got like more Vol squads out, and it's actually taken a while for that tier 2 to build and then get 2 Maxims out.
Exactly, and you got to remember the cost of building a tier building is the cost of a conscript squad. So you're essentially one squad down. So you really can suffer the map control. Personally, I just love con spamming. I don't like the immobility and the slow start of going tier 2. Nice pushing coming out of HelpingHans. Well, it was. There we go. There we go.
Nice. Get some out of heavy cover.
So the Maxim has hit the field, actually doing some pretty good damage against this truck.
They're not super strong. He does have to be careful not to lose
that
that one.
Wow,
that's not good. No.
HelpingHans.
Avoid the arc. I wonder if trucks have rear armor.
Probably not.
Force the con squad off anyway, and yeah, so one of the issues is going with these Maxims is you tend to be in these one-on-one engagements because HelpingHans has just as many squads as you do. And so instead of using mobility, you're trying to duel Maxims against Vol squads.
Yeah. So now what we have coming out is actually Maxim spam. And what I really like doing personally when you're versing a Maxim spammer is go double Sturm Pioneers. Because then when you flank those Maxims, it's really punishing. Whereas as if you flank a Maxim with Volks Grenadiers, it's just kind of like, you have 30 seconds to retreat your Maxim before I start dropping models.
Yeah, and here it is. I mean, the Maxim's just going to be forced off here.
So like, you can't kill models with Volks Grenadiers when you flank a Maxim, whereas if you get a Sturm Pioneer squad, yeah, you kind of fuck shit up. So I do love going double Sturm Pioneer, but Volks Grenadiers are significantly easier to micro, and Sturm Pioneers don't get Shreks. But personally, I would go double Sturm Pioneer. When he sees like 3 Maxims, if you're only versing 1 or 2 Maxims, it might not be worth it. But it can be definitely nice. Now, that's actually very important because that garrison, it will have a lot of territory being overlooked by it. Especially as the right player. The garrison's more valuable for the right player than it is the south.
Definitely.
Because it's in a better spot. There's a mine there. We'll kill a couple of Sturm Pioneers. If we were playing the game a year ago, it would kill all of them. Oh wow, he walks past it.
That's really nice. Sturm Pioneer, 6 cents coming out.
They're actually pretty grouped, so he may have killed 3 of them.
Could have too.
See, this is going to be bad news for the Maxim, unless he actually gets it. Oh, no, he doesn't.
Well,
I thought he was going to juke it. Yeah, he will get. They would get the cutoff at least, though, which is nice. Unless he gets pinned.
No, it doesn't look like it.
Yep, there you go.
Safety. There we go. So yeah, 3
You
maxim.
get one of them.
Yeah, 3.
Right,
Oh,
right.
the mine though. Oh, that's unlucky.
When squads are retreating, they generally split up a lot more than when they're like just normally moving. So it's very rare that you'll kill more than one model on retreat. But like normally you could easily kill 2 or 3 models. Flak half track coming out. I like this against the Maxim spam. I think it's a good response.
Yeah, definitely no real way for Maxims to deal with that. With only 1 con squad in the field, no AT nades either.
Yeah,
So
and it's not worth going
yeah.
AT grenades when you only have 1 con squad.
yeah, no way. Yeah, too much of an investment fuel-wise as well. So it will force Ziz to at least come out of VindicareX and limit his movement with these Maxims. Yeah, I mean the
wipe
play's
him
been
really
pretty
easily.
good. I mean he's getting points back at least, VindicareX. So the Maxim placement must have been pretty good thus far.
That being said,
give it up.
a bit of a float for VindicareX. I'm going to assume it's because he was saving up for those shock troops. Yeah, there we go. But now he still has 300. Amazing it was this gun, but I don't think he actually knows there's a Flak half track yet. So if he goes double shocks, he's just gonna like lose the game.
Yeah, and that's what it looks like as well.
Yeah.
That amount of manpower, it's like that's why you save up that much
Yeah.
for the double shock squad.
But he's gonna see that now, and now he's probably gonna build a Zis immediately. I think it's actually a bug where it can pack up while it's moving forward.
Yeah, if you like set it up forward.
Yeah,
like-
because I'm pretty sure it didn't always. It's actually doing that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it wasn't always like that. Like only one of the most recent patches, it would sort of set up while still moving forward. So not a very exciting game. I mean that's what you expect when you go Maxim spam. You're very immobile. In the garrison, he's actually going to do some pretty good damage to this. Probably not really worth it because you have to bear in mind you will give a lot of veterancy. When small armed damage vehicles, the veterancy is pretty huge.
Yeah, the Flak half tracks really aren't fantastic against vehicles, especially when half the shots are hitting that heavy cover.
Yeah, it depends what garrison it is. That's a very good
That's a
garrison.
big garrison.
So this is giving a lot of it. It doesn't have the AP ammo. If that was, say, a Wehrmacht MG42 or even the Oberkommando MG34, he would have the AP ammo, which would be pretty scary. Even Dishkas, actually. Dishkas have that AP ammo.
Bit of a point coming out here for HelpingHans as well in terms of manpower. I'm not sure what he's going to decide to go for. He's pretty low on squads. Probably wants another tier building.
Yeah.
The fuel for it.
That being said, this garrison's going to get destroyed, and that's actually a really good move for HelpingHans, because that garrison for him is going to be much less valuable than it will be for VindicareX. I think this is actually fired but missed. Other than that, HelpingHans, I don't know why, Blake, but he is floating 800 manpower. That is a lot. He may lose the Vault Squad to that mine. He's going to lose it, unless he... Yeah, there you go.
Nice. Gets it.
Well, maybe he's building another squad with his 900 manpower. I thought
I was
HelpingHans was
wondering,
like really
so-
top.
Tier.
There's no reason to. He already has his Panzer Fusiliers, unless he's saving up for Obers, and he's actually going to build, like... No, but he doesn't have enough fuel for it.
He doesn't. Yeah, that's what I said before. Yeah, I thought he was going to go for a tier building and then, like, go for that, but no. Yeah, I don't really get that. He's going for a Panzer Fusilier squad now, but a bit late.
You can float it for the Obers, like, but not when they're very far away. So I just don't really see what he's doing. He's just not building squads, which will probably do that.
Oh, he's throwing one down now. I think he's going for it. I think he just... No?
No,
No, he's not. That's
you probably were
tracks in
looking
the back
at you probably
still.
looking
I
at
was
Flak
looking
half
at- I
track.
was looking at
Now this is a
Flak
really risky play by HelpingHans because that's one Zis shot away from dying, but he knew where the Zis was. He knew the Zis was actually moving. Zis is setting a bullet fire through the hedge. He loses that one. That was a really bad play. No, he's gonna lose that as well.
Yeah, he's gonna
Wow, HelpingHans.
Ah.
I mean, when the
Unlucky.
Flak half track is actually one shot away from dying to a Zis. That being said, he probably didn't think it was going to fire through the hedge.
I think he thought it was safe.
Yeah,
so.
or that it would just like walk away in the base because it was very low
Or
on
he
health.
could wipe it, yeah.
But now VindicareX is probably just going to rush a T70 and win. I mean, at least it'll force a Puma, which means that HelpingHans, he won't get his tier 4, he won't have his Obers. He does have his Panzer Fusiliers, so he doesn't really need Obersoldaten as much as you otherwise would.
Yeah, he's decided to go for 2 squads of those, so a couple of them coming out. But of course, you know, we've already seen a Volt swipe and a String Pioneer wipe.
Now, look at HelpingHans, there's also floating a lot of munitions. He's going to crush that building, I think.
Trying to.
So he has a lot of munitions, which is going to be really good for these Panzer Fusiliers because they benefit from the G43s very effectively. They're such a strong squad. It can be risky to go for those G43s because then you don't have enough munitions for a Shrek. So you can just get kind of pummeled by a T70, but he's actually going for another Flak half track. Now that's very risky because if a T70 or a T34 comes out, he's probably just going to lose it.
And there's a pretty high chance that one of those is going to come out. I mean, that's kind of the ideal way to deal with these squads in general. You know, it's the pretty standard start for most some players actually go for something from that tier 3. Yeah, so he's going to be going for another one of those, and with the Zis already on the field, yeah, it is definitely bold.
It's risky.
See if we
That
can
being
work
said,
out for him.
we do finally see HelpingHans spending all of his manpower using another Sturm Pioneer squad, as he did lose that one. And if you lose a Sturm Pioneer squad, it's basically just asking Soviet, hey bro, can you spam mines and demos everywhere? You have to rebuild that squad, otherwise you will just lose to mines. Same with even Wehrmacht. Oh wow, that Nazi was very powerful. That's when he might wipe that.
Oh,
Wow.
Wow. That was a super group Maxim.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. That nade.
Pretty nasty.
Well, bad it is in, it upsets me.
It upsets you?
That's what I meant.
It upsets you. Yeah, no, I definitely get that. Yeah, the Maxim, it can, the crew kind of, they tend to not spread out in natural terrain. It's like behind sandbags and stuff like that, they're normally pretty good, or behind kind of walled structures.
They try and take cover, that's
things
why.
Things like that,
because
yeah,
the models
take
cover, which results in them blobbing, so...
Might even grab this Maxim.
Yeah, that's actually a really good play if you can get that one.
Nice
Flak half track comes through and we'll suppress that one. Where's this gun?
Nice play helping out.
That's here.
It's coming up now. Really has to have vision on all sides for that Flak half track, which he does now. Panzer Fusiliers moving down.
Now, one thing that I sort of overlooked is the Panzer Fusiliers, they will have those AT grenades. So it will make it harder to use the T-70 or the T-34 with those Panzer Fusiliers having those nades. But still, it shouldn't be a huge deal, especially with the fact that now there is actually no Shreks as a result of double G43.
Yeah,
Crew with Sturms.
2 Maxim squads have actually been wiped here.
What?
2 Maxim squads have been wiped as well as that Zis gun. So,
oh wow. Oh, that Flak hard track, that's going to be bleeding a lot. He's going to do the smoke grenade.
Expensive.
Yeah, he might even actually capture that Zis gun. Yeah. I don't actually know if they can attack ground. I don't know if he has vision.
Do you know why that fired?
Sorry?
Through the smoke. It's setting up again.
I think it might have been... Oh, that's actually a really good move. It might have been brutal. Because he had vision from the infantry. I don't know if... You can probably attack... Like, he's going to actually cap it, though.
What? Might be a bit dangerous.
Let's see if he caps it or if he actually just tries to like destroy it with his Flak.
Yeah. See, this is a really, really bad spot for VindicareX to be in because he doesn't have that Zis crew, and the Flak half track's already set up, and I doubt he has AT nades. He has, at the moment, no way to deal with the Flak.
Okay, so speaking of the Flak and dealing with it, he actually is floating 270 munition fuel. So what this means is that he could have had a T-70 or a T-34 by now, and that means he could have killed this, and there's no Shreks. And he knows that there's no Shreks because the G43s on the field.
And 2 squads of them.
Yeah, like there is actually no reason why you wouldn't go tier 3, get a T-70, get a T-34. Even just normally, personally, I really like enjoy the tier 3, but like that's just my playstyle, personally. But then when you look at the composition, there's no Shreks, there's munitions being spent on the G43s. There's 2 Flak half tracks. Like you go tier 3 in that situation. Like that's what you do because that will counter everything on the field.
Oh, those Sharks are just getting absolutely pummeled here. VindicareX is spending at least some of this. I'm hoping for the 1,000 manpower here. Yeah, those Sharks. Yeah, yeah, I don't even know what he needs at this point, but he needs to build something. He needs his tier 3 or tier 4. He needs to get something here. He can't go straight into that IS.
He's going to try it. I mean, like, I think the call-in meta, like, yeah, it's kind of, like, it's strong, but I think people overrate it a little bit. Like, there are a lot of situations when you need to tech, especially, I think, against OKW, because if you play passively and defensively, it just sort of allows the OKW to get the Panzer headquarters, like, really deep. It allows them to get a lot of veterancy before you do anything. Get overs on the field. I think you have to be a lot more aggressive in this matchup.
It's dangerous playing to the late game against an OKW.
Exactly, because they just simply have a better late game, especially when you have a Panzer, a Flak half. Yeah, he's going to fire resist, but he probably can't. He might not even try. He might even just leave it. Yeah, he's actually going to leave it, I think.
I would leave it. Oh, no, he's going to back away and pop.
Okay, when it's Vet 1, it has smoke. So, Vet 2, almost. So that's... The blind attack round, a nice try, but
a nice shot there from VindicareX. He also has a nice, he has a demo trap on the left, down the bottom there on the BP, so that's another good spot to have.
Oh no, that's actually clever. Yeah.
On the side, yeah, that's good. That'll be
especially because where it is, you probably have vision when they're capping the point.
Yeah.
Oh man, these shots.
These shots are having a good time.
Yeah.
Hopefully he doesn't lose the squad.
G43s, they're actually pretty good at wiping squads on retreat. They have a lot of long range accuracy, but Shocks have armor, so they are a bit more survivable. Resilient is a much better word than survivable. Yeah. That's not a good word at all. Thank you, Flak.
You seem to be having the same issues with pluralizing that I do. So.
Well, it wasn't pluralizing.
Somewhat.
At least I know definitions as well.
I think it's really Yeah, it's a mistake for VindicareX to just be holding out for his eyes too.
And going for these sort of deep caps when he knows there's a Flak half-track on the field.
I didn't lose
Anyway, like, he doesn't have his cutoff, but, like, that's what happens when you're versing a Flak half-track. This unit takes your cutoff. It's like a bigger version of a Kubel wagon. It's a cutoff half-track. Like, it's what it does. It drives here, it sets up, and it takes a cutoff. And it's very risky going for this late game stall. That being said, though, I think because of how much infantry VindicareX is losing, he's actually getting these CPs really fast. He's actually on 8 already, so he's in that far off his IS-2. So I hope HelpingHans has more preparation for that IS-2. He can afford his Panzer headquarters and isn't going for it, so I have a feeling he might be saving up for his Jagdtiger, which would be a very bad move. Because then when the IS-2 shows up, there's going to be probably a 10-minute period where the IS-2 has absolute free reign, and there's nothing that he can do. Wipes a Maxim.
Oh, nice job, Shocks.
Yeah.
That was the capture.
Did he evacuate on the wrong side? Oh, there's only one door.
There's only one door.
Wow.
Yeah, on that one, so...
That's actually a really bad
I might have been caught by that before,
if that's
I
the
think.
only door that you have. Wow.
Like half-track, though, is going to be fantastic against these Shocks, as we've seen so many times.
You would think you can't... I don't think you can juke that.
You would think the Shock...
I don't think you can juke that. I'm pretty sure the tire rotation's too fast.
Yeah. You would think the Shock forefathers would have told their children, hey man,
the Flak half-track is the enemy.
It's a bad thing, man. You don't want to go near that. Shocks need to run. What?
I don't know what they're doing.
Smoke.
Is he trying to get the fuel point, or is he just trying to buy time for a Zis gun? Where's the Zis gun? This gun's up here. I think he's trying to bait it, but like all he's doing is just bleeding. And they're not cheap to reinforce.
Is that an attack round?
I don't know.
I'm assuming so.
I actually couldn't tell you.
Yeah, well, the Fusiliers, they found the Zis, and that's not where you want to have a Zis, because there's no way for it to get out.
You have to attack ground, that wall. With the Zis, you attack ground, it blows up the fence. Because Zis guns, oh no.
Has lost it now. And that's, you know, all the AT actually on the side of VindicareX, and is that
KV8?
KV8? Might work. Has the potential to work, because HelpingHans doesn't really have that much in terms of AT other than two keep nerfers. So yeah, this could work.
And normally, you would look at this and you would think that the OKW would have his Panther by now, but he doesn't, and the reason why is because not only did he build a Flak half-track, he built a second Flak half-track. So that really put his fuel behind. So I think this is actually a pretty smart play.
It definitely is.
Because, yeah, he doesn't have many Shreks, and there's no potential for that Panther when he spent 2 vehicles. And another reason why the double Flak half-track is quite risky. Really nice blocking with the truck, but somehow KV8 deny physics by driving through it. It was a good play, honestly, but for some reason it kind of worked. Oh no, this KV8's going to like wipe everything.
And this is a really fantastic play from VindicareX, and now it really makes sense. Risky not taking, but his plan was obviously KV8.
But look at the fuel. He could have gone T34 and KV8, and bear in mind when you tech up, you get a lot of CP, so you can actually get the CPs even faster than normal.
That being said, he now has KV8, and he can instantly build the IS-2 when he has enough CPs for it. He will have the fuel, so obviously his plan there didn't get as many squad wipes as he'd hoped, and he was lucky that HelpingHans didn't build more AT or go for something smaller, like not a Panther, but maybe a Puma or something.
I may lose that. So. Zis rear armor and the Raketen Werfer as well. KV8s have a lot of armor, but of course their rear armor is significant. KV8s and IS-2s and ISUs are the 3 allied units in the entire game that flanking actually matters, because normally you're pretty much penetrating every single time, every single shot against frontal armor. But KV8s, their armor's not bad. They did get a big health nerf like a few patches ago, but the armor is still actually quite huge. Oh, KV1s, I forgot them as well. KV1s also have armor, but really like nothing else does other than that, and IS-2s and ISUs.
Yeah. So nice play, definitely from VindicareX. Very ballsy, deciding to go for that KV8 and then into the IS-2 after that. But it seems to have paid off for him. I think he got 2 squad wipes maybe there. Maybe just the 1. He did get a squad wipe though, and I think he might have got rid of a Shrek as well. So I think that was... Oh, the Raketen Werfer though.
Oh, wow. That's actually really risky.
Something you want to repair.
Will it penetrate though?
Will it get the shot?
It doesn't, I think it has vision.
Get the shot?
Yeah, it doesn't have vision. The vision is less than the range of it. If I swap the camera to...
Raketen Werfers can't bolt fences, can they?
No, they can retreat though.
So, yeah.
So, also like, now that's crushed, so now something can drive through it.
Which is much nicer. Yeah, it can be dangerous using Zis guns in that kind of an area where they have no way to walk out.
Yeah, same. There's another example is the same on Claudny Firma Summit. Wow, wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, these Shocks have vet too because they're just dying a lot. Like, honestly, they probably don't have many kills
I don't think they have many. I don't know. We'll have to see the squad. Ooh.
Didn't kill anything. What?
That's interesting.
That is weird.
Weird and different. And Puma coming out here from HelpingHans. So I guess want a little bit more safety against the KV-8, but the IS-2 is going to be on the field now.
Now the Puma's going to have really low penetration against the KV-8 when it's long range. And the KV-8 actually has a toggle, like in top to its secondary gun, which isn't great, but it will do enough to deal with the Puma. But still, you're going to be outranging it, you're going to be poking it, you're going to be forcing repairs. Puma I think is a good choice.
Yeah, but the IS-2's out in the field as well.
It is, yeah, that's going to be hard to deal with.
And I'm assuming that HelpingHans at this point has actually gone for his Panzer headquarters, just given how much fuel he has now.
No, he went his tier 1.
Oh, he went his tier 1.
Which will be great for his healing. He's going to actually lose that Flak bracket seems. There's a Zis and a Shrek, so no shortage really of AT at the moment, as it would seem. Another Shrek comes through, and they will get a lot of veterans to the ice, who's taking a lot of punishment as this is derping out. And just now, it did fire one shot at least. So that IS-2 very low, and there's only 2 squads of engineers. It will take a long time to repair it. Might be worth going for a third NG squad when it's also a KV-8. Both have quite a lot of HP, meaning there's quite a long repair time.
KV-8's going to be coming in now. Probably still has his flame on. Yes, he doesn't need. Going to be chasing the squads down.
Wow, he's on the road as well. Rakenwerfer will be firing. But it's on negative cover, so it will die very quickly. The Rakenwerfers are so squishy, they die incredibly fast. And he may cap the Rakenwerfer with the conscripts. I think that'd be a good move.
Yeah, given he doesn't actually have any Zis guns, he needs all the AT that he can get at the moment, just to, you know, A, be able to deal with the Puma or anything else that's going to come later.
And just to deny it as well.
Just to deny it.
So this KV-8 is basically keeping VindicareX in the game.
Really ballsy play, I think, you know, going for that. So could have gone very badly if HelpingHans decided on a different build path, but I think it's working out for him thus far, and VindicareX is starting to get a bit of the map control back, because you have to remember 182 VPs for HelpingHans, 436 on the side of VindicareX. I think that's just as the bottom one was held for a really long time, and HelpingHans just didn't cap it back.
Demo's still there as well.
Yeah, the demo's still there. You can tell how long it's been there because the demo's still there.
Especially as more veterancy is coming on the field, he could wipe a very high vet squad with that. Personally, I think that Puma would have been better as the second vehicle, because it would have prevented the KV-8 from doing damage to begin with. It's just a risky move. It really is preying on the RNG gods that please don't build tier 3. But anyway, so far it's been working well for HelpingHans, but I think it could have incredibly easily backfired. Very, very easily.
Could have done.
But 2 Pumas, so... 2 Pumas. And they do outrange an IS-2 and have more vision, so they can just poke it very easily. They can't really ever kill it, but that's not their purpose. They can just keep it off the field, poke it off the field, prevent it from really making an impact.
And with the safety of, you know, there's this gun.
But not if it can't reverse into the house.
This gun setting up. Nice reverse move.
This is actually having really great penetration.
Smoke gets popped. Nice poke coming in here.
Yeah, it's just forcing repairs. It's really what it's doing.
It's good micro from HelpingHans. He's seeing which Puma the IS-2 is actually targeting, and then moving the other one into poke, and then backing it out again. So that was actually really nicely done.
It's also giving veterancy as well, of course, very important. The high value targets give you more vet. So also there is the mechanized regiment headquarters, which will be giving free repairs, as well as that Sturm Pioneer squad. So I think the repair time is going to be a lot faster. These shots, oh my lord!
We have to click and see how many kills they have, because I'm pretty sure it's just that Flak half track.
Have you seen this Flak half track kill any conscripts?
No.
I think it's killed a Maxim once, but otherwise it's just been shots entire time.
It's just that same squad as well. Yeah, it just keeps finding them and saying hi. Even with the IS-2 on the field, just always finds them. Rakenwerfer is set up now as well.
Accuracy and rate of fire. Good lord, this half track is going to be deadly at Vet 3. Vet 4, I'm pretty sure it fires while moving. No, okay, penetration and range. Vet 5, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it could fire.
Better.
I thought there was no setup time or something.
Could be.
Okay, I don't know.
We'll have to find out. If it does actually hit Vet 5, we'll see how we go.
They do die really easily.
Yeah. KV-8's firing, and the IS-2 is moving up with the KV-8, so using the synergy here, but the KV-8's very low.
AT grenade definitely an option for the Panzer Fusilier, as KV-8 very low, but it backs away. Like half track firing at the Raketenwerfer.
AT grenade doesn't penetrate the IS-2 up the top there. It will back away in safety here. Nice position with the Flak half track. The IS-2 can't fire on that.
Now, very good positioning. He avoided the demo. He didn't even know it was there, but by luck, he dodged it. Also, he can lose that to a single Puma. If the Puma just hits the engines, it'll wipe them if they're repairing when they're clumped up like that. And the Puma is getting this Go for flank maybe?
Yeah, looks like they're going balls deep on this IS-2. IS-2 actually hits 51 here, but that doesn't really matter. Puma is going very aggressive on the side though as well. Has taken a lot of damage, and you know, with no AT grenade penetrating it, they can't really follow this one up.
Not looking good for VindicareX.
Not really at the moment, no. This IS-2 just keeps getting poked off the field here.
Not too bad, 16 kills. I think
decent.
because 6 of those was a Maxim.
Oh, that's
I think
true,
got like the
right,
full
yeah.
squad wipe on the Maxim. That's a nice garrison. But yeah, generally you'll need a lot more. Oh man, and that's
I
vet 3.
found them again.
So now it's gonna have the accuracy and rate of fire. That's deadly,
That's
man.
really deadly.
That'll wipe on retreat a lot more effectively than what it would otherwise
Whoop.
do. But the
IS-2
IS-2
might
may
get
find
it.
it. He has to be very careful. Like this is actually a really good micro helping Hans. Keeping this unit alive is quite hard when there's vehicles on the field. And yeah, it's very punishing.
I think we've got an Incendy coming down in the middle here on that VP.
Oh,
Yes, we
looks
do
like it.
indeed. So Maxim's backing away now. Should be able to avoid that one, and the Vol's fine as well.
You could have popped sprint in that, but I think at this stage the munitions wouldn't have been worth it. I think it's only 10 munitions. It's cheap, but like, yeah. Oh yeah, he's gonna lose
Wow.
that. I think yeah.
Oh, yeah,
the
gets a
accuracy and rate of fire just makes them great at wiping on retreat.
Falling hard. I think when it gets the penetration, it can try and take on the IS-2 and just get the rear armor and see how it goes. Or
Yeah, I don't know.
it's falling pretty hard, man. KV8 should be pushing down the bottom here. VindicareX, his forces are just spread pretty thin here. HelpingHans has a lot of veterans, he has a lot of squads. I mean, yeah, they're really all over the map here. Both of his Volts have strengths now. He's got a pretty damn good unit composition.
He does. He really has everything that he needs. At this stage, he could maybe even go for a Stuka, as there is a pretty AT gun heavy presence. But then he has to be wary of the double IS-2, because that's coming eventually. So he has his tier 1, so I think a Jagdpanzer 4 would be a very smart move, because that'll have a lot of long-range poke against the IS-2s.
Still important that he holds on to the middle VP.
Oh, he lost a Puma.
Only 75 yet. Oh, he did indeed. Yeah, lost a Puma there.
Oh,
One
the
down
KV-8.
the bottom there. I think the KV-8 took it out, and they took out the KV-8. So KV-8 gets traded for the Puma. That means Vindicare is spread even thinner than he was before. But HelpingHans has to hang on to these VPs. Still 75 left for him. 405 for VindicareX. So as long, if he can get some VPs back, he's got a lot of time to play with. So he has to keep this IS-2 alive and then get another one. 2 IS-2s have some potential here.
Yeah, but even then, there's a lot of veterancy going towards these Shreks, and there's this gun, and it can be very hard to deal with vetted Shreks and vetted AT guns.
120 fuel in the bank for HelpingHans as well. So we'll have to see if he just decides to save for his... What is it?
Oh, the Sturm...
Jagdtiger. Jagdtiger there.
I think it would take way too long. It'd be an excellent counter, but I think he would probably lose to
on
double
VPs,
IS-2.
you think, before then?
Oh yeah, VP's even
Yeah.
as well, but even just double IS-2 would just rock in his base and kill him.
Have to go something else there.
Oh.
Spend that fuel. Ooh. Kietenberfer takes a shot at that Puma there. Has to keep that Puma alive. So you think another Puma maybe, or
Jagdpanzer 4.
Panzer 4? Yeah.
That would be smart, because the Puma won't penetrate enough. Especially when there's two of them. The Jagdpanzer 4 is very good against IS-2s, because it has more range, it's very accurate. It can just outrange the IS-2 and just kite it, and it becomes very effective. Also has already vet bonuses. It's a very strong unit. It's basically an Su-85 that is better. What is he? Is that a signal flare?
Signal flare, I
What?
think. Yep.
That's funny.
Swaggy VindicareX, swaggy. IS-2's moved up to... Still in the middle. Starting to move up to the top now. Looking to take some shots at squads. Maxim does kind of dodge the nade there from those bolts. Pretty safe stuff here. Nice placement from that Maxim for HelpingHans, and we'll actually hold on to... Oh, maybe not. Nade.
Oh, wow.
Oh. Gets the return kill there. Last, I think that was the Maxim that died to the Volsnake.
Yeah.
before.
I think it's a very bad, like, mechanic in the game is walking through the frontal firing arc of an MG, getting suppressed, throwing the grenade and killing it. Like it shouldn't happen. I think when you're suppressed, you shouldn't be able to throw grenades. It's just stupid. Like, free wipe on an MG that you walked into the position of the firing arc.
Yeah, so that Kietenberfer is getting very, very low in the garrison down the bottom. Got to be careful he doesn't lose that one. The shock's going to be moving in, hopefully force off these squads, but garrison's pretty weak as well.
I nade
gets at
my
the back.
wipe to stern buyers.
Oh, gets very close to killing them.
And
Can the shocks finish it off?
he needs to retreat. There we go.
Yeah.
Very late retreat.
I think he really wanted the Kietenberfer, but it's never really going to happen.
So enough fuel for the IS-2, just not the manpower yet. Rear armor is great news for this Puma, but apparently doesn't penetrate anyway.
Nope.
Still, not very good penetration, but It's just free harass.
So another IS-2 potential here for VindicareX. He does go for it.
There we go.
Has lost combat engineer squads though, so only one NG squad means repairs are going to be thin and far between for VindicareX, and that makes life very difficult when the IS-2s, which have a lot of health, have to be repaired.
Yep. The Puma's going to be giving a lot of vision for the Jagdpanzer 4, so it's going to be good synergy. Because normally the Jagdpanzer 4 can't make full use of its range, or its range because it doesn't have vision, unless something is scouting for it. The Puma will work well with it.
357 VPs now for VindicareX. HelpingHans still hanging on to his 75. Yeah, definitely just engineer squads here from VindicareX. He just needs to, at least, well, he has enough pop cap for one more, so at least one more squad of those.
Yeah. Like, I think 3 engineers is a good amount.
Yeah.
4 would probably just take up too much pop cap.
Would, yeah, take up too much pop cap.
There's a shoe mine. Oh, Soviet mine. Never mind.
Really deep one. Nice placement there from VindicareX. He did put down a lot of deep mines when he was going through, which is a really important thing to do. Oh, ouch. Nice mortar shot. I'm slowing down a little bit, but that IS-2 is extremely deep. I'm not sure what the plan is here
It's looking for a flank.
Yeah.
Because that's the second one. Like, because I don't think HelpingHans realizes that there's a second IS-2 yet. So
it hasn't actually been revealed or shot.
Yeah, he's probably going to bait with it. And just flank like a Ziskan, or, you know, finally to catch out the Flak half-track, which almost vet 4.
Support gun, ready for action.
Oh, IS-2's revealed now. Yeah, it's going on to the Pulse.
Didn't want to lose the VP.
The VP, no. Nice play. Clears out the heavy cover as well.
Puma.
Yeah, Puma's going to be chasing this one. IS-2 still facing up the rear armor. That means the Shrek's probably going to hit it here. IS-2 finds the Jagdpanzer 4, so that's going to have to back away. Doesn't really have the vision because the Puma's not there anymore. We need something to help out. IS-2 behind the garrison now. Don't know, do we have enough munitions? Yeah, we do for another incendiary if he needs it. IS-2's still very low, and what's that, a shock?
That means he can't move his main gun. That's going to be a fantastic demo charge. Will it wipe both of those squads? Maybe the Sturm Pioneers!
There we go. Sturm Pioneers end up going down here. Puma's going to go for the chase here. He misses that shot.
You can't move the turret until it wears off. You can rotate the vehicle. It still fires. Now, bear in mind, the Sturm Pioneers had a minesweeper, so they saw the demo, that they knew it was there.
And they still walked past it.
I think HelpingHans was microing his vehicles, because what he should have done, if he saw that, should have just backed away, threw a nade, the nade would detonate the demo. But he was obviously not paying attention, as microing his vehicles against these low IS-2s was more valuable.
Which is fair enough. Conscript squad went down, as well as that vetted Raketenwerfer, so VindicareX has lost those. IS-2s are on about half health as well, and only just got the second combat engineer squad, so it needs to throw down a few more repairs here.
Apparently, the Puma gets more mobility at Vet 3, and like,
can there be any
does
more
the Company
mobile,
of Heroes 2 engine have enough digits to support the acceleration and the movement speed of a Puma? Like, this game made his blue screen, or like crash, when the Puma gets Vet 3. Extra mobility on a Puma, like what?
It's gonna be pretty nuts. Like I said, that doesn't come out here.
Oh, wow.
Oh, nice wipe there coming in from the IS-2.
It's almost Vet 2.
Pretty important to be wiping these squads out.
Now, Vet 2 is very important. It gives extra rate of... It's accuracy and range. And that range is massive, because the range will mean that the Jagdpanzer 4 can't outrange the IS-2. Definitely going to be important. May even lose that one. See, like then, the IS-2 probably would have killed it. It probably would have died if it had the extra range.
IS-2 is very, very low though. I think the Jagdpanzer 4 is actually still firing here. Puma's going to make the chase. That one doesn't penetrate that shot. Actually fires at the maximum. That's not what you want to be shooting.
No, he's going to lose his
That's
IS-2. Puma doesn't penetrate. Well, the Jagdpanzer 4 fights one shot away from its demise. The second IS-2, he has a lot more health. Still getting poked back pretty effectively by this Jagdpanzer 4. Already on the Veteran C1. Won't actually do anything just yet, really. The cautious movement, it's not very useful, to be honest. Makes the tank harder to detect, but like really, you know,
not that important.
not really a big
Vet
deal.
3.
Yeah, Vet 3
Here we
Puma.
go, flying along the landscape. You think he's on a road, but he's not. So, right, low IS-2s here. One on half health, one on virtually nothing, and a third squad. Triple combat engineer. Really nice moves there from VindicareX. That's an excellent choice from him. The IS-2s are all the anti-infantry damage he needs. He doesn't really need more squads at this point. Really needs to wipe some of those of
I think these shocks are just like very effective.
Yeah, they're very effective. I'd like to have a counter of how much manpower bleed has actually gone on.
I don't even want to know, man.
It'd be so much. It'd be
To be fair,
insane.
he did build the shocks before the Flak half track.
That's true.
So he didn't know that like
It was going
that
to be coming out.
Yeah. And if there wasn't a second one, that wouldn't have been as effective. But Puma's good against shocks as well because like you can just push them. Even if the Puma won't do a lot of damage, you can just push the shocks so they can't actually shoot like in an engagement.
Really nice knowledge, I think, coming out here from HelpingHans. I think he's realised that there isn't really that many repairs on the IS-2s because they haven't been coming out that frequently, and he knows they're still in the base of VindicareX, so this is the time to kind of move up and grab a bit more territory.
Yeah. And the Puma and the Jagdpanzer IV, they both have very low health, which means that their repair speed is so fast. Like, not only do Sturm Pioneers repair crazy far, that being said, though, it looks like there is no squads of Sturm Pioneers, so that's perhaps not great, but again, he does have the mechanized regiment headquarters, which will be giving a little bit of repair, but yeah, anyway, not looking very good for VindicareX. I think at this stage, it really has to be all in. The Jagdpanzer IV actually dies very easily. It only dies in 3 shots to an IS-2. So, like, if he catches that and goes balls deep, it dies hard. And it's not very fast, so he can't really avoid an IS-2 if they catch it, especially when he has the extra range.
True. Vet 4 on the side of the half track as well.
Man.
That thing is nuts.
Penetration and range.
Yeah, you think you can sneaky cap with shocks? There's no way. No way that's going to happen.
Uh-oh, that nade, though, might wipe the Maxim. Yep.
Just the wipe. Nice play here from HelpingHans. So down to a shock squad, 3 combat engineers, and a Zis gun here. VindicareX, he's a little bit on the ropes. Despite being really up there in pop cap, he needs to make something happen with these
Not
IS-2s.
a lot of options. Yeah, I don't even know what he can do. I think what he should, I guess, try and do maybe is go for the base rape. Like, because he can't really go through this big army. But the problem is if he goes for a base rape, he has to actually have a minesweeper. Otherwise, he might drive over a shoe mine and just lose the game. But, like, this is risky. Actually, nice incendiary. He's just going to try and go for brute force. I don't know how well it'll work, though.
Might work, you never know. He's always forcing these 18 guns up, and they're going to have to reman and recrew here. Flak half track is setting up, but quite forward, and it's going to be in range of those IS-2s. The shocks might finally have their revenge on the Flak half track, or not, as they back away.
We have to be careful. They can get wiped by the IS-2s.
Yeah, we're going to retreat, but they do have to retreat through the incendiary. Only one model left, even with the Shrek, he might actually lose that one.
Yeah.
Be lucky, I think it ran out.
2 Jagdpanzers,
that's exactly what he needs.
AT gun,
Nice
Raket
HelpingHans.
Inverter, Puma, infantry, support gun. It's a lot of AT, and it's very defensive.
So he's going to have to try and make something happen here. Will they get squad wipe? Yes, they do. They killed the Zis
Wow.
here.
That's the
Puma's hit Vet 4.
extra accuracy for you. Vet 4, what does it do? The range. What? So well, it has more range than a Jackson probably at Vet 4.
Probably would as well. 2 Jagdpanzer IVs, they're just trying to hold the line.
Yeah, look at that.
Here. Whoa, what was that?
The Puma. Like, the Puma actually is a Jackson.
Yeah, Puma's doing a lot of damage. The IS-2 is actually pretty low right here. That's a long shot. IS-2's on about half health. Both of them are. The Jagdpanzers are moving in. They really haven't taken that much damage.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. Wipes the 6 model squad, though.
Yeah, but I think this may be the end. That's going to be a Shrek. The Puma going in for the engagement still doesn't have very good penetration, but it will have really great range. You can't, and you move the main gun. Oh, the Jagdpanzer IV gets that one.
Nice shot there. 1 IS-2 left, and that's probably going to be the game here. I don't think VindicareX can hold on.
And that will, IS-2 is almost a Vet 3.
It was.
Which gives it extra rate of fire and moves faster. Yeah, not looking good. I think that these Jagdpanzer IV was just a really good play by HelpingHans. Like, that's exactly what you need.
It was really smart.
They're the ideal counter to the IS-2. Like, unless you get, like, flanked by an IS-2, in which case you have Shrek blobs anyway, and, you know, you can have shoe mines to prevent those flanks.
Looking down the bottom, IS-2's actually dying here.
Meh, GG. I think again, I sort of said it before, I think HelpingHans was lucky that VindicareX didn't capitalize. IS-2, no, Okay, VindicareX is actually calling IS-2s bad, which is
incorrect.
Incorrect, as IS-2s are probably the best tank in the game, excepting, of course, the King Tiger. Like, I think IS-2s are better than Tigers, I just think Tigers have more supporting AT.
Yeah.
Like, in terms of the sheer squad wipe potential,
they're pretty great.
and the Dushka, like,
Yeah.
IS-2s, yeah, they're pretty good.
So I think VindicareX, I mean, he really could have closed that game with a light tank. Yeah, just
double
a
Flak
T34,
half-track, no
like,
Shreks.
Yeah, T34 would have just pretty much been a free win, and that's kind of the issue with the mindset of I'm just going to go for call-ins, where it's just like, you can just win the game by not using that. And he's gone to late game, gotten to the point where there are 2 squads of Volks Grenadiers with Shreks and Vet 5, and there's like a Panzer Fusilier squad with like Vet 3, a Puma that's Vet 4, Flak half-track that's Vet 4.
Almost Vet 5. Oh, so close to being Vet 5.
Vet 5. We didn't see it this time. Hopefully next time, Helping Hands, you baller. Yeah, just pushed it out to the point where Helping Hands is just as much as Vindicare does, and it's just not going to work out.
Really nice play. I did like this. I think a Panther would have cost too much, and it wouldn't have really been as good as a Jagdpanzer 4.
And they did exactly what Helping Hands needed them to do. So just kind of held the line. They didn't have to be super aggressive or anything. Just hold the line with the AT guns.
Yeah.
Had that coverage. This actually did work. Infantry support gun was a good choice as well. So yeah, I think VindicareX, he could have closed the game with the T34. He could have at least got a lot of squad damage and a lot more map control from that.
And especially when there's a T34, it means it's really hard to use Jagdpanzer 4s, because the T34 can flank it really easily. And especially if you then eventually get the IS-2, you can often just use the T-34 to sort of go behind the Jagdpanzer 4 and block off its retreat, so it can't reverse move. So yeah, tier 3 is good. And also, it wasn't one of those situations where it's like, well, you guys can see everything through the fog of war, you know what he has. Well, it's like he revealed all of his units. It's not like it was a secret strategy. Like, he saw them.
Yeah, he saw them all. He knew, that the Panzer Fusiliers, he knew they all had G43, so he knew there was no Shreks on the field. He saw the Vol squads, knew there was no Shreks there. At that point, there was only about 1 Raketenwerfer or something like that. 2 Flak half-tracks, just should be a guaranteed go for a light vehicle, because there's just no way you can have enough fuel for a Puma or anything like that. I mean, the Puma came out around, the same time the IS-2 did, after the IS-2?
Yeah.
If that. And Helping Hands only just had enough fuel for it then.
Anyway, I think that'll wrap it up. We've ranted for far too long about why tier 3 is good.
Tier 3 is good, yeah. But good play from both of our players. Anyway, there's a lot of moments in there that I really liked.
Yeah, definitely, for sure. All right. Thank you for watching.
See ya.